thought it was a really good day, day 9. I feel like we're making a lot of progress this spring. We've been fortunate because we haven't had any major injuries, but we've been playing very physical. I thought it was a good day today. We need to improve in some run defense. We know our offense can run the ball very efficiently, and we're going to continue to do that. And today I thought it was a good mixture where the offense was efficient. I thought they're very good with the football. Very few pre-snap penalties, very few drops. You see the ball on the ground. Not very much today. Maybe with the threes. Other than that, we protected the football. Defensively, we need to create some turnovers, but I thought, we're making some progress. We still have a ways to go, but I feel like we have some young D linemen that were really challenging, really pushing. And, if you could be a good run defensive team against our offense, you're making progress. So I think there was some moments where the scrimmage went both ways. I thought the offense was very efficient at times, but I thought the defense stepped up and made some plays and is making some progress. We still have a ways to go.
Any individual standouts that kind of jump off?
I don't know. I didn't notice it myself. Trying to watch the whole picture. I don't know if any one individual jumped out at me.
Mark, one of the things that's been emphasized very strongly is first and second down defense. How's it coming along?
It's we're getting better. I think we're making much fewer mistakes. We're not beating ourselves nearly as much. I feel like we're executing. But again, I think you got to give our offense credit. They can keep you off balance. I think we're doing a nice job offensively of being able to throw the ball a little bit better, which puts more pressure on the defense. We still don't have everything in with defensively on third down. So, in these scrimmages, I don't get overly concerned if we're not getting some third down stops at times. I know we have just probably 10% of our third down package in at this point. But we are concerned about first, second down.
This is a mainstay in that nickel position for really 4 years. What do you like now that he's gone and Kendall looked like he's banged up?
Yeah, Kendall's had surgery as well. Kendall's out for the rest of spring. So he had some lingering effects of that high ankle sprain that he had that cost him much of last year. So we went ahead and put the screw in and tried to do the surgery. So he'll be out for a while. We are thin right now in the secondary. Lonnie's got a little bit of a hamstring. He wasn't out there today. We have the ability to put Mike Edwards at nickel. Mike can be an exceptional nickel, but we know Mike can do a lot of good things. It's just a matter of where we want to play him. We're working Jordan Griffin at nickel, and you're seeing some of those things that you've heard me talk about for so long, much like the outside linebacker position. There's so many different nuances to that position. I think it's a very hard position and it needs some experience. And you're seeing Jordan go through some growing pains, but we wouldn't put him there if we didn't believe in him and think that he had the ability.
CJ Conrad back getting ready.
He wasn't in there. He wasn't in the scrimmage today, no. Drew took maybe 10 plays, I want to say, in the scrimmage today, and led him to a touchdown drive, and he looked very good. He looked a little more comfortable than I thought he might in a game-like situation. So I thought he looked good.
From a coaching perspective, is Matt House adjusting to coaching, being the defensive coordinator in this?
Yeah, that's no issue. Matt has been a defensive coordinator prior to coming here. He'd been a special teams coordinator here, but he was a defensive coordinator at a couple different stops before he ever came here as the linebacker coach. So it's second nature to him, and I'm working very closely with him and the defense staff, so it's been good.
Coach Hood said the other day that he's feeling more comfortable with that outside linebacker position and what you want them to do in your defense. He said during that week off, he talked to some guys. How do you see them progress?
Yeah, Dean's an excellent coach. He's a seasoned veteran and can adapt to many things. But how we want that position taught and how we coach D-line, I mean, he's I have total confidence in Dean.
The jack linebacker behind the top two, how are they doing?
We're getting some work. Jalen Bannerman has some work to do. Same thing with Jamar, with Boogie. Jamar Watson, he's got some work, but we feel like they have some real good ability. And Jalen's a really big kid, but as you've heard me say many, many times, almost every press conference, that position, there's a lot to it. And so they're learning. They're
Where's
getting better. They
Bonner?
have some ability.
Where's Bonner, coach?
Pardon me?
Bonner.
Jordan's playing with Sam, so he did some things today that we need to get corrected. So I was a little disappointed that he may have taken a little step back today.
Both Eddie and Darren spoke really highly of how Gunner has progressed this
Yeah.
spring. What's the biggest difference?
Just comfort. He's been around, experience. I think it's always, when you look at the quarterback position, just you guys have been listening to me for a long time. Early on, we put it all on the quarterback, but you have to be efficient across the board. When we can run the ball, it opens up some play action. When you can throw the ball, when receivers catch the ball, when the whole operation's better, then the quarterbacks look better. You watch NFL games or college games, and sometimes there's a throw, and the receiver just makes an incredible play, or he tips it up and tips it to the wrong guy. So it all goes to the quarterback sometimes, but it's about how efficient we are across the board. I think we are deeper, so Gunner looks better with the twos because the two offense looks better. The O-line is more physical. They can run the ball. The receivers were deeper, and we're just more efficient. Certainly himself, he has made a good progression.
How do you think special teams compare to the game?
We'll see. We're 9 practices in. We worked some individual in certain phases, but we really concentrated on punt, and I like what he does with the punt.
Is anyone trying to play people yet?
I've had a few.
What they say?
I'm not going there. I played straight.
Matt House was saying that Benny's been the toughest guy for the first team defense to go against. How has he improved versus where he was last year?
Yeah, I think Benny is just a guy that, I think Eddie's talked about it, and it's so true. You see his competitive nature. As a freshman, when you come in, he's kind of trying to learn the offense and feel his way through things and learn his role. Now, he's a big part of our offense, and he has that confidence. But you see his mentality coming out more now. I mean, at times I have to reason with him. I'm like, he gets frustrated when he gets tackled, and he's going to get tackled. and so but you love that. Like I've said before, you'd rather say whoa than giddy up. So he has a motor, and he's competitive, and wants to make big plays. But he's not opposed to putting his nose down and making a tough 2 or 3 yards either.
And how do you feel about how the wideouts are coming along?
Saw maybe just one drop today, which was good. But overall, I think been very good. They've been very efficient. We still, want to make sure we find a couple guys over there at the outside position that can make plays. Garrett's going to make plays. Charles can play very well inside. We need to make sure the outside guys can make some explosive plays.
1 or 2 more? Everybody good?
Thank you all.